Hello everybody, welcome to Elite Wine TV.
Hello everybody, welcome to Elite Wine TV. Welcome to Elite Wine TV. I'm your host, Mark Fusco, here for another episode of the show. And this is just not any other episode of the show. This is episode 200. And for 200, I decided I wanted to make it a little more special. So I've got Ceci Barreto and Melissa Unsell from Vinishly Speaking blog. And we're also at their wine shop called Wine, a Fine Wine Shop here in San Antonio, Texas. Those of you on Ustream, hopefully it's still working. I think it is. I don't know. Yeah, I see movements. All right. If you're in San Antonio, hey, you got to come over here, okay? You got to come over here. So we are here to not just celebrate my 200th episode, but it's going to be their 200th blog post. So we're going to have a combined little thing going on. We're the only two wine bloggers in San Antonio that we know of. If you are a wine blogger in San Antonio, please let us know, because we'd like to hook up with you and try to do some collaboration, and at least know there's other people out there blogging about wine. I mean, we've got a lot of foodies here, but we don't have a lot of wine bloggers. So you've got that. I'll have links below for the wine shop and for their blog, so you can check it all out. You usually have to go to the website to click the links. Anyway, trying to get web traffic. So anyway, so we are going to be tasting a bunch of wine here. We're actually going to have a couple episodes here, but we're going to do the first one here. And Ceci's got some cool wine. I'm going to hand it over to you.
Hello. Again, I'm Ceci Barreto, and Melissa Unsell from Vinishly Speaking Wine Blog, and we've just recently purchased a shop called Wine, a Fine Wine Shop. Two days in Vinishly Speaking, a Fine Wine Shop. It's at 7271 Orange Box, Suite 117. 78.
Now we can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Ceci, you were on the wrong channel.
Let's redo this. Take two. Take two.
So unfortunately, if we don't have take twos, we just keep going. So unfortunately, you might hear a lot of interference because both of our microphones are on the same channel. So anyway, go ahead and just restart what you were saying.
Okay.
I think everyone's gotten what I said.
I'm Ceci Barreto, and this is Melissa Unsell, and we are just really honored to have Elite Wine doing the video with us and joining for the 200th episode. So we are here representing Vinishly Speaking Wine Blog and Wine, a Fine Wine Shop, which is a wine shop that we recently purchased. It is soon to be renamed Vinishly Speaking Wine Shop. We are located at 7271 Wurzbach, Suite 117, zip code 78240. Come check us out. The first episode that we're doing, as Mark said, is a tasting of wines. There's 3 wines that we're tasting, and they're from the Biltmore Estates. So we would like to thank the Biltmore Estates for sending us these wines. Again, they were gratuitous. They were sent to us as samples. So on we go.
On we go, yes.
So for those of you that are not familiar with Biltmore Estate wines, I'm not going to keep looking at the camera because there actually are people here.
Oh yeah.
Biltmore.
Real people.
Biltmore Estates was, or is, an estate that was built by George Vanderbilt. He is the son of the Commodore Cornelius Vanderbilt, who built the Vanderbilt name with the fortunes coming from shipping railroads. His son George, however, really favored art over the industry work that his father did. So he decided that a chateau was called for in North Carolina, and he decided to bring in European architects and designers to build a chateau. I don't think you can see it in here. Anyways, it does look like a chateau, and it's in North Carolina. So if you're ever in need for a European vacation but can't make it out to Europe, go to North Carolina. The doors opened for the estate in Christmas of 1895, I do believe, and so they invited family and friends to come see this enormous estate, 250 rooms, 23,000 books, an intense library, and 8,000 acres of gardens, beautiful estate. After several years, though, they did realize that they weren't making money and they were actually losing millions of dollars. So the grandson of George Vanderbilt, his name is William Cecil, decided that, well, if I have a French chateau, I should have vineyards. So he decided to make wines. And so now we're going to taste a few of their wines. They do produce an enormous amount of wine. Let me see the numbers. 1 second.
I think it was over 2 million. It's amazing.
It is, well, they have 1 million guests every year to the Biltmore Estate. It is America's most visited winery, which I'm sure several people in Napa might feel a little bit awkward about that, but apparently that's what it says. They produce 2 million bottles annually. I personally have not seen them before. I don't know if you guys have seen them or tasted them.
I tasted some Biltmore.
True.
Yeah, I tasted some Biltmore at the, whichever the wine tasting that's on the Riverwalk, that it's impossible to taste wine because you got a billion people there trying to eat food, but
Yeah.
yeah, the Culinaria, that's it. Not the badmouth Culinaria. I think they do a great job. It's just too many people to try to get to the wine. But yes, they had a Biltmore table, and I was very impressed with it actually.
Okay, very good.
Surprised. Let's put it that way.
Well, I've never tasted them. Apparently, North Carolina has seen an increase in their wine production. They now have 50 wineries and more than 250 growers. So obviously, a lot of people send their grapes juice to wineries. And their winemakers are a Frenchman who apparently I followed him because he lived in Lyon and Dijon, which is where I lived when I studied in France. His name is Bernard Delisle, and also the winemaker Sharon Fenchak. I hope I pronounced your names right. So yes, I think that's some gist of the information. I have a nice little packet they sent me. I would like to say bravo to the person that put together this press package.
All right.
It's quite nice, so you all should look together on these. Lots more information. Let's get to the juicy part, no pun intended. All right, so everybody has the bubbly. This is the Biltmore Estate Sparkling Collection. This is the Blanc de Blanc, the method champenoise, which means that it's made in the champagne style, meaning that it has undergone a second fermentation in the bottle. If any of you viewers out there don't understand that, let us know, because otherwise I'll keep talking for an hour.
Right, yes. In other words, the CO2 wasn't injected in a big tank.
Yeah.
There you go.
Happened in the bottle. Basically, the top quality of champagne method is used for the top quality sparkling wines. This one is 100% Chardonnay. Oftentimes you can add Pinot Meunier, Pinot Noir, a couple other sparkling varietals. In any case, 100% Chardonnay. This comes from the Russian River Valley, so even though it is coming from North Carolina, the juice and grapes are coming from Russian River Valley. And it's aged 18 to 24 months before disgorging. And let's taste.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
So Mark's going to let us know what we smell here.
That's the plan, right? It's I don't know. I feel it's like kind of apricot-y like, and a little bit of bakery stuff. Typically, with a lot of sparkling wines, you'll get that bakery, bread type of stuff. It feels that there's a little bit there, but there's a little bit of fruit that I usually get just the overwhelming bakery stuff when I smell a champagne style wine, but I don't get that as much. But I get kind of the fruit, and that's kind of about it. There's not a whole lot going on, at least on my nose. Now I am sniffling. I've been sneezing a lot since I got here, so I don't know what does. So you get some green apple?
Green apple.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I think I can see that too. So this is where, by the way, this is actually the first live tasting I've done. I mean, I've had other people with me, and I've done Skype interviews, and you can play off upon it, but this is what I love about wine, is that we all have different experiences. I keep talking about that. Now I've got it here right there live. You're gonna hear this type of stuff. We all have different experiences, so somebody gets green apple more than other people because that's something that they key in on, rather than I key in on the bakery aspect. I mean, I worked back in my first summer of college. When I came back here, I worked with TJ Cinnamon. So there's probably something with the whole bakery aspect. And where I do work now, we bake our own bread. I'm not there when we bake it, but we do bake our own bread, so there could be a lot of that influence.
And one of the interesting things that we do over at Venusly Speaking is we have our very own wine blogger that pairs fashion with wine. So let's see what fashion she has going for us today.
Absolutely. At Venusly Speaking, we are always very creative, and I love honing in on fashion perks that go along with aspects of wine. Bubbly, I think of pop. You got pop on your palate with the bubbles. You got the pop of the sound when you open the bottle. I automatically think of the in color for the season, Bordeaux. Though we're not drinking it, the in color is Bordeaux. Have a little scarf, maybe some shades that are color of Bordeaux. Put those on. That'll be perfect with this wine. Now, I have to ask you guys in the audience, would you purchase this wine? Is it good? Is it great for your palate? And I need to taste it first.
Don't feel ashamed. Would you, is this, if somebody gave you this wine and you're saying, hey, I like it, you go out and buy it again? Maybe? No? Raise of hands if you'd buy it.
I'd buy it. All right. We have majority here.
Majority vote. So Biltmore Estates, people would buy your wine. We haven't said the retail price yet, so that's another question yet. But it's something that they would want to buy. Is there anything that you can think of you'd pair it with besides a great party?
Oh man, champagne. I mean, you just everything. You know.
Sushi.
I mean, a life without champagne. I can't remember the exact quote, but there was a lady that talked about, you know, life without champagne was just no life at all type of thing. You know, that type of idea. Tasting, I get the green apples a whole lot in the green apples tasting it.
Green apples.
Or wasn't it Oscar Wilde that said he regretted not drinking enough champagne in his lifetime?
So this is what I do like to do this when I go out. If it's champagne, it's champagne. But with sparkling wine, honestly, I have it as an aperitif. When I go out, I'll drink it with my salad. If it's like a nice light salad with like a vinaigrette type of dressing, not like a ranch or blue cheese dressing, though blue cheese might work. That's my preference for dressings. But this is a great way to start off a meal. A sparkling wine is just another way of doing it. And we all tend to drink sparkling wines for celebrations, but you can drink this anytime you want. I mean, it's just that we just as a society, I think, feel that sparkling wine is something special, and it can only be drank at special occasions.
You know, and that's a very good point, Mark, because it can be consumed every day. And I'll have to say, I'm very proud of my sister who's in the audience. My sister and I always start off a meal with a sparkling wine as an aperitif. Like you said, it's a great way to do that.
If I can do it, I will, you know. And then this wine's also got great acid. It's not focused, but it's great acid. You know why? Because my mouth is watering. It's not because I was talking about food, because it's just, I'm just salivating. And that's another indication of some really good acid on your wine, is that and as an aperitif, it's like you want to put food with this wine. You need food with this wine. So I mean, it's I think it's really good. I think it's got some nice, like I said, I get the green apple on the palate more than the nose, but you get that appley type of stuff. It's not hugely acidic, but there's enough acid there that you've got the mouth-watering aspect. It's very good. I like it a lot.
Okay,
absolutely.
Just to let you know that the Biltmore Estate did suggest a few pairings, so it'd be great with slightly spicy dishes like crawfish etouffee, fresh seafood like halibut and oysters on the half shell, or soft savory cheeses such as brie with a little bit of green apple.
There you go. Exactly. Yeah, you put that combination would be awesome.
Yep.
And champagnes or sparkling wines in general, you know, and oysters is a classic combination. I don't like seafood, but I understand the I know. Sorry. I'm just. I tried it. Hey, there's me on camera.
And caviar too.
I've tried a lot, and there's video of me with Anthony Pedrati, and he had like some type of crab dip, and he told me ahead of time what it was. So before it was on camera, I told him, "Say, don't be offended if I don't like this. I'm just telling you straight up." And it had like this Sauvignon Blanc with it, and this is back with the Sales by Five was doing their pity parties and all that. And I'm over there and I'm eating it, and I literally am like going, ooh, and I swallow it, and I pair it with the wine, and I go, see, I told you I don't like it, but I understand the pairing better, you know.
Yeah. So to finish off the sparkling Biltmore Estates, it has a suggested retail of $24.99. So everybody that raised their hand, would you still buy this wine for that price?
At that price point.
And this is actually like, please let us know so that we can give feedback. So raise your hand, loud
hand.
and proud, if you paid $24.99.
And it's something where, if you think about it, okay, so you sit there and you go, okay, you like it, and we know it's an American sparkling wine, and so we know it's not true champagne.
Yeah.
But if this was from France, would that make a difference? It shouldn't. But a lot of people are going to say, oh, well, if it's not French champagne, then I'm not going to spend $24 for a bottle. I want to spend $10 for that bottle of whatever plunk from California.
Well, I think that they do have a good market with the price, judging by the hands that were raised. Maybe if it were more 20, it might see a few more hands, but obviously we're just a small crowd here. So they would buy it.
$19.99.
Yeah.
There you go, $19.99. Special price.
This is
good to me.
suggested retail. If you were to come into the wine shop, maybe we can chat about a price.
Right.
In any case, so great wine. I think overall people were pleased with the price range and the style. So now we'll be moving on to the two still white wines. We covered them up because I think that I would like to not know which one is North Carolina and which one is from California.
Right.
So we're going to pass these around while I talk about them. One is from California, one is from North Carolina as far as the juice and grapes are concerned. I don't know what they are.
I don't know.
I don't know what they are.
I was
We'll
standing
find
right
out.
next to
Just
them
the
when
price.
they bagged them up, and so this is my
So here we
first
go.
live
Okay.
blind tasting.
Blind tasting. Here we
Yeah.
go.
Everybody get your glasses together. I'm passing around the number 2.
Number 2.
I'm putting the number 2 in my yellow marked glass to the line. Okay, number 2. Would you like the number 2?
Yes, please.
Number 2. Mark, I'm going to let you
Thank
pour number
you.
2 while I pour this. Number 4, going in the red one. If y'all would like to do the same, that way we're all on the
All right,
same
pass
page.
this around, yes.
Yes. Let's go ahead and
There
pass
we go.
that around.
All right.
There we go. Pass you that.
And no peeking.
No peeking.
I'm going to write this down because I might forget. 2
That's a good idea. 2
yellow,
yellow, 4
4
All
red. Okay.
So everyone has 2
so
glasses, yes? Or?
Yes.
Okay, good.
if you don't have 2 glasses, then
I've
too
got
bad.
a couple over here.
Okay, so
right.
I will talk
Yeah,
about.
we're still live. I see movement over there, so that's good.
Okay, so we have both wines are going to be the grape Chardonnay.
Okay.
One is specifically unoaked. I don't know which one it is, but I will talk about it. The unoaked one is from Sonoma County, the 2010 vintage. There are only 800 cases produced, so very small production. It is in stainless steel tanks, and 1/3 of it has gone through malolactic fermentation. So for you wine geeks out there that know that, yay. If you don't know what malolactic is, talk to me later. We'll worry about the notes later. Okay, the next one is coming from North Carolina. It's 2009, so a year older. Again, Chardonnay with 3% Viognier. Viognier is an aromatic grape, so maybe there's one that's a little more aromatic. That might give you a hint. I don't know. It is aged in French and American barrels for 6 to 8 months, blended then bottled. So yes, so let's see what we think.
All right.
Panel.
All right.
So one is,
Yellow is 2.
one has a
red
little
is
bit of
4.
Viognier. Okay.
Got it.
Yeah.
I think I got it.
Got it.
No. Hold on.
Remember, one is unoaked, which is the Sonoma, and one is oaked, which is North Carolina. So if you smell anything oaky or
Oaky, then
vanilla or
This one
toasty,
here.
it's probably going to be the North Carolina one.
Yep.
Okay.
You guys got it?
Okay,
You got it? You got
okay.
which one?
You want Viognier
All of our
from
experts.
North Carolina?
I think that the red one is the,
red one.
oaky one.
I think this is North
Yeah,
Carolina.
That was number 4.
Number 4.
All right. Shall we
Over the
do a little
Unveiling here.
unveiling? We almost have that one going around the room, and then we can.
Okay.
Let's unveil number 4.
I think I do smell more oaky flavors on the one I poured in the red one, which is number 4.
I agree.
By far.
It's like a fire like, you know, you got that.
Smells great.
Got a thrill log of oak on.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
exactly.
I'm gonna say.
Oak on the fireplace. All right.
Wait a minute. Yeah, this is North Carolina.
Okay, let's reveal.
Red is North Carolina.
Number 2 is from
yellow.
Sonoma, the
Sonoma.
unoaked.
Yes, this is Sonoma.
All right.
And this is
all of our expert wine tasters out there.
this is definitely from North Carolina, and it's like I literally like I bit into the barrel. I mean, it's like actually I know it's Christmas time-ish, but I felt like I bit into like not a pine tree, but like just like a cedar box type of thing. The number 4, and I get buttered popcorn for days.
Yes.
For days on this, like I'm at the movie theater. So I'm at the movie theater, eat my buttered popcorn, and a piece of wood got into my tub of popcorn as I'm watching, I don't know, some movie.
I'm one of those people.
love
I know people are either in one camp or the other. Unoaked or oaked. I'm kind of a sap. I like both. It just depends what
It depends on the mood and what you're eating. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really do like them. I mean, of course, you can go really unoaked, which is not great. I think that with the oaked one from North Carolina, I do think that, I don't know, I like to put things in percentages. It's probably like 3/4 of the way oaked. So it's really on the oaky side, but not.
Right, it's not over the top. It's not over the top, but
It has its place.
you can totally tell it's there. I prefer the unoaked one, but that's also my preference in general with Chardonnays. It doesn't mean I don't like unoaked. It doesn't mean I don't like oak Chardonnays. I think this one's really good. I do like it, but I prefer this one.
It's really hard for me to tell. I kind of think that I go more with the oaky one.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I think this time of year, San Antonio, we finally have some cool weather. I think oaked. Yeah.
Okay,
And it's nice to look at the color too. I mean, the audience, everyone in the audience. I mean, we have a 2009, 2010, one oaked, one unoaked. So you can kind of see that color difference as well.
This one, yeah, I think the oaked one will be better for the holidays. Just because you're getting the whole holiday feel with
Absolutely.
it. This is something more that I would want to have in the summer, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is
Very
there?
citrusy, lemon lime.
No, it's okay. Is there anybody in the crowd that has like a really intense like disliking or a really intense liking for either? No.
Do you favor one over the other?
I like it. I know.
Unoaked. Unoaked. Okay.
I know.
And we have oaked. So okay.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
kind of my preference.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
And so if you were to have two twin sisters, right, or two friends, I guess. Okay, so you're going to be the unoaked and I'm the oaked. What would you put on us?
So, I'm feeling, because we are in our cool weather, with a Chardonnay from the Biltmore Estates, okay, we have to have cashmere sweater, right? But perhaps Ceci's cashmere sweater has polka dots all over it, and mine is a solid color. And so that's what I would pair with these wines.
Great. Yeah.
No, I need a polo.
Mark needs a sweater over the shoulder tied. Exactly.
Oh, totally Biltmore,
Exactly.
yes. Yes, darling.
Yes.
Everybody,
Darling. I need the sweater over that with the polo.
Pinky up. But I think we have it made. Exactly.
So just to finish out, the unoaked is $19.99 a bottle, suggested retail, and the oaked is $14.99 a bottle.
That's a steal.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is there anybody that feels like this is not appropriate for the wine?
The oaked one was the oaked one was the one I didn't like as much, but it's cheaper, so I might actually go for buying. I'd buy you the one. I'd buy you the one.
Yeah. It was not.
I mean, I'll be honest. There's other wines out there of oaked and unoaked that are $5 cheaper that are as good.
Yeah.
Right.
We did have I guess just the sentiment is that the one from Sonoma does have a bit more of a finish, a lot more characteristics. The one from North Carolina, yes, the oaky flavor is great, but it kind of gets lost a bit at the end. It's still nice, so don't be offended. With the oaked one, it says to pair mussels, scallops, shrimp, Asiago, and Yodo cheese. with
What
Alfredo
kind of
sauce.
cheese?
Gouda.
Oh, Gouda.
I'm thinking
was
Star
like,
Wars. Star Wars already. Yoda? What?
Yeah, I'm like,
I just thought I'd put a little
cheese you speak of? What?
Yes.
and the unoaked.
I found my lightsaber in the drawer trying to find the airport earlier. Never mind.
The unoaked says lobster a la creme, which naturally.
Naturally.
And you know, and the unoaked has a lot more acid to it, so
Yep.
yes, it will go through the cream sauce. Yes.
It says seafood lasagna, braised chicken gnocchi with brown butter and fontina cheese.
Sounds fabulous, right?
I'll have that.
Hungry.
I'll have that.
So I think that this wraps it up. Biltmore, thank you for sending the wines.
That's great.
I think everyone was really pleased. I think your price points are great. I mean, honestly, your retail price for sparkling's not bad. I think, you know, with a discount, maybe some retailers are going to give it fits the right point. Thank you for sending them to us. Our crowd enjoyed them. And thank you for being a part of our 200th video episodes.
Yes.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
And just to wrap this up, we'll record a few more, but I do want to thank everybody for coming over here
you.
to the wine shop. I would like to thank Ceci and Melissa for inviting me to help them out, or help me out, or help, collaboration here.
Collaboration is great.
Exactly. Make sure you stop by the website. I'll have links to everything here with the wines and the wine shop and their blog. And there's other things, PayPal donation on this side. Anyway, hey, I don't make any. We were actually talking about like everyone thinks you make a lot of money, blah blah blah. We're not making. I have a day job, and that's how I make my money. But so anyways, we got that and just information. Sommelier school should be starting the 3rd week of January, maybe, and we will be going through advanced studies now. This is not just the history and geography test. This is a little bit more advanced, and we'll start with Bordeaux, and we'll do each region each week. This will probably take at least a month or so to do Bordeaux. So we won't try to finish everything inside of a year in anticipation of me taking the certified test in August at the TechSom conference, assuming they'll have the test then. So we'll have that, and that's going to do it. We've got another episode to do, or a couple more, right? We got a couple more? Yeah. We got a couple more to do, and we'll see everybody again next time.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Sunshine.